One more, I think. Good. Actually, yeah. Right, let's do this. So, hello. Right, so as part of this long wait, of course, there's a bit of musical interlude first, then we'll begin actually. If anyone wants to join in or whatever, just to, know what I was doing, or if you miss out, if you just pop in, fair enough, you can wind back or just join live, whatever you want to do. I'm just going to discuss some recent things I've got actually, so it's probably worth talking about really. If anyone jumps in, fair enough, it's fine, I don't mind, that's okay. And we haven't really missed much. I've only just started really, unless you just go halfway through the reviews. Who knows? So there we go. So the complete, 22nd season of Doctor Who. Obviously, it's hard to place this camera thing somewhere really. But there we go. This got released just recently, actually, just like last month. This did. Got this hit from HMV on its release actually. So it's the first of the Blu-rays I've got that was released at the time. Well, actually, the first, will actually come out new because actually. In terms of limited editions, these limited versions, these first editions, really, obviously, because of, obviously, I'm being getting the standard reissues, of course, little slimline versions of, obviously, this one just recently come out, and obviously, it's not Tom Baker, it's not John Pertwee, it's not Peter Davison, no, it's not Charlton or Hartnell, it's Colin Baker, really, and same with Sylvester McCoy, really, because they, they probably done the similar thing really with McCoy's, when season 26 and 27, 24 came, no, 27, Jesus Christ, no, imagine that, I don't know. Season 26 and 20 and 24 recently, although they're still selling 24 like limited editions of these. I think they've got like spare stock of them in HMV. If you haven't got one, if you've got a Blu-ray player, if you're still interested in Doctor Who, really, just get season 24. Maybe this as well, if it's around. I mean, this camera's not doing any justice. I'll try and just go back to normal. Really, it's not the best quality anyway. This camera, really, on the tablet, if you know what I mean. Brilliant artwork by Lean Binding, of course, fantastic, really good. Season 22, obviously. I'm trying to think if that still retains the old BBC. It does actually, yeah. It's still got the original BBC logo on it, really, because obviously they updated it recently. They did, and so that's interesting. So yeah, pretty interesting stuff. So the camera will obviously, you've got continue your Doctor Who archive with the Ultimate Collector's Set, of course. 13 episodes, new stuff for Blu-ray and packed with brand new special features, of course. So we've got Attack of the Cybermen, Legends of Varus, The Mark of the Brownie, The Two Doctors, Time Lash, and Revelation of the Daleks. So yeah, and obviously I can probably do all this. You can have a little look on here. As you can tell, it's not going to display everything, of course, on here. You have to look at the booklet for this as well. So yeah, new ordinary. Obviously, one thing surprised me was actually Slipback as well. That's going to be interesting. The BBC Radio Audio Adventure from 1985. Sometime after the these sort of the cancel, the sort of hiatus when it went on hiatus, and the BBC put on hiatus at that time in about February '85. It would have been exclusive extended versions of Virgin Varus Parts 1 and 2, and the Two Doctors Part 1. And Part 1 of Revelation of the Daleks, of course. We've got behind the sofa stuff as well. Just some really good stuff, really. I'm just trying to think, actually. I don't know if there's anything like a writer's room on here or not. I don't think they did for a few of them did. Like for season 18 and season 26 as well did. And also for season 23, they did the Eric Saber and Bin Mead and Willikin Daly and Philip Martin discussed what season 23, the plan for the original version of season 23 was meant to be, obviously. So I don't know what writers where you would have put on anyway, because you might have Eric Saber, of course. You would have Glenn McCoy. I don't know if he's still alive. I don't know Glenn McCoy, who written Time Lash, and just don't know really. Just them to discuss it. Maybe it's like a one-on-one discuss it. I don't know, because obviously Holmes passed away in '86, of course. Peter Jane Baker sadly passed away. Same with Philip Martin, actually. Obviously, sometime after season 23, I think was released. I think. I don't know. So obviously, yeah, we've got more interesting about them as well. just really good stuff. I'm not going to really go unbox this really. I mean, it's already been opened. I've already looked through it anyway. Standard artwork. It's casing on not one. It's been wonderful. Indeed. So in terms of that, so that's the newest one I've got actually. When in terms of limited edition from when it's fully released actually. So in terms of limited edition, it's the first one I've bought fully, like properly on the day of its week it's been released. Obviously, because obviously you go there and they're usually sold out. They are really, and obviously I press on Amazon. There's only two I'm missing at the minute actually in terms of the collection, which are getting standard, which is season 8 and 17, which I'm looking forward to. Those are the only two in terms of the Blu-rays I haven't got really in terms of the collection. I'm interested to see what's next to come really. Some people are probably saying season 20 is next, of course. I would say that's probably my least favourite season of the classic era, really. It's just, I mean, the thing is, I'm not, from the classic era, I'm not critical on it really as much as like New Who. I'm very critical on New Who, obviously. Classic Who, I like the charm of it, really. Yes, obviously it's filmed on a bit of a shoestring, also it depends on days, really. And Richard D. Carrier of Clever Dick Films mentioned it's like going to the theatre, really. And it really demonstrates, it puts it in a very sort of, obviously, of television at this time, really. Maybe something like maybe soap operas as well, something like that. I think, or maybe just like too general at that time, really, in the 80s, really. So yeah, there we go. So that's season 22. That's in blue. That's one of my recent Who things I've got, and also something else I picked up. I was surprised to see this actually in my. Well, it's going to be surprising anyway, which I'll probably showcase, which is this whole thing. This limited edition VHS box set from 2000, Doctor Who limited edition, containing Attack of the Cybermen and the Third Planet. There's a picture of an 80 Cyberman on the back. So on the back here, you've got it's a metal tin. This is metal tin. This is rated U, and it's just in the back. Obviously, that's what it contains. Camera save 2000. Yeah, BBC Worldwide 2000. This is from. There's your production code on there. Includes 2 VHS tapes. This was released in November 2000. This was when the BBC started releasing this. If I can get a better angle on this thing. What can I use? I'll have to bring something to what to use. I want to show this actually because it's something I've never expected. Blu-ray box sets, obviously yes, but yeah, it's not gonna work. Try and lift. I need to think of something else. This is what to do. It's sealed anyway. Can I hold? Yeah, it's gonna hold. Brilliant. So obviously. So this was released in 2000. This is part of like what was it, like a free? They did 3 of these actually to begin with. In 1999, they did the Daleks one first. They did. Well, let's reframe that. They did some tins beforehand during the 30th anniversary in 1993. So obviously they did a Dalek one first with the Chase and Remembrance of the Daleks first. Then obviously there was Trial of the Time Lord next in the TARDIS tin. And I think, what's the 5 Doctors and the King's Demons and the 5 Doctors and another one? I'm not too sure. Where are they? I don't think it was, or maybe it's like a cardboard sleeve, I don't know. Postcards, I don't really know. That's 1995 that was. So, who knows? But obviously, there's a BBC trees actually in these tins. These like sort of tins, the Doctor logo on, and a picture of famous enemies, of course. So the first one, of course, was the Daleks in 1999, which featured Planet of the Daleks and Revelation of the Daleks. Then there's this one, the second one. This is the second one, this is. So obviously, Attack the Cybermen, 10th Planet. And then the third one was The Master, which featured Colony in Space and Time Monster. And that was in 2001, that was. So there we go. That's your little outside tin. I'll show the contents as well, actually, inside as well, just to keep everyone pleased. So that's your little back tin there. The tin has seen some, this is about 22 years old. It's nearly 22 years old. That's great actually. So that's very good etchings in the back there, really good stuff. And we go for the tins, of course. So first we've got is Attack of the Sandmen. I think the first time it was released on video. This was the 2000. This by the cover by is by Black Sheep, of course, who did the BBC books, starting in 1997. So yeah, halfway through there. Logo there, starring Colin Baker. It's rated U. It's always been rated U. Attack of the Sandmen. I actually need to check if well the DVD release when it came on DVD was rated U as well. I'm not sure if the Blu-ray is in the same age range, same rating. I don't know. No, it's actually bumped up to a 12 now. Actually, yeah. So that's interesting. Yes, that's been so. If you get Attack of the Sandmen on Blu-ray, it's rated 12. If you get it on VHS DVD solely, strangely, rated U. I still have the DVD. I think I've still got the DVD somewhere here actually of Attack of the Sandmen. That's rated U. That is. There's your spine there at the side. Quite a clear version, is it? It is. Yeah, that's like about the Doctor and the Cryon in actually. It's hard to focus on this play camera thing. Yeah, so there we go, to do stereo as well, indeed. Yeah, so they were doing, so these covers were done by Black Sheep. They were started in 1997. They did with the BBC book range with the BBC Eighth Doctor Adventures and the Past Doctor Adventures, the novel series. Basically, when the BBC got the rights back of Virgin, obviously Virgin Publishing, and just did their own take of the Doctors really. And so they started doing it's like photo collage, beginning with photo collages, but with like swirls in, really. I don't know if they actually have someone here. Some do, actually. If you look in somewhere around like here, something like that, they have like swirls and stuff, really. It's just how the collage, really. Also the covers is different as well, really, because that's like a metallic version of that. Really, but obviously they've gone for the stain, blue version, like the sort of like standard blue version. Really, they've gone for really. That's the same really. And they still maintain these. They still use this as a spine anyway, just to keep it sort of in order, really, for now. And yeah, so that's Attack of the Sandmen. And then we've got the 10th Planet again. First time released on video. So episodes 1, 2, and 3 are intact on this one. It's just episode 4 was missing at the time. And it has all this stuff. The story, yeah, there we go. All this information back here, can we see? Here we go. This video contains a specially reconstructed version of the missing episode 4, which later Planet 55 animated for. I think it was in when was it? It was in 2013. It got animated. This got released. So. First time it was released on DVD, so obviously you call this Carnal there, Rondassian Sandman, or the original version of Sandman, of course, on there. And yeah, also fun fact actually, this, let me just try, actually, can't really see much on this, but I'll leave it on there. So this was originally meant to be released in 1993. Somewhere around that time, actually, for the 30th anniversary, because there's a hoax going around that episode 4 was found. And so the BBC commissioned Andrew Skeletor to do a cover of the 10th Planet, like a VHS cover of the 10th Planet. Obviously, I mentioned it was a hoax, it was, so it never came to be. And, it got scrapped, it did. Skeletor's original artwork for this, of the 10th Planet, got included on a calendar. I think it's like who's publishing, like his own publishing company actually. Something involved with that actually, I think we feel actually maybe like involved like collectible limited edition Doctor Who art, like again like VHS covers and Target novelization covers as well. People like again, Andrew Skeletor, Colin Howard, maybe Jeff Cummins as well on it as well, included, and Tony Mazzaro and stuff. And obviously that was, and so the original version, the original cover of this VHS release, actually no, the proposed original version of the 10th Planet, you can get on a calendar, of course, and it's pretty interesting, very stark and white it is, involving featuring Mondas and Simon, very sort of emotionless as well, cartoonish with the Doctor in sort of like in sort of like a white robish, I think, like that, like in white clothing, I think, interesting, and and Mondas blowing up and everything else. That would have been interesting. Obviously, it never came to be, and so it wasn't until 2000 that we actually got with this release, of course. So I think around this time, they were releasing more of these. Actually, there was some stuff that was combined together. So like the Crusade and the Space Museum was one. I think it was released early, like about in a year before actually. Often episodes being plonked together like the Ice Warriors and maybe the first episode of the Web of Fear, I think. Obviously there was stuff like the Edge of Destruction and the pilot episode included on one video, and yeah, it was just like a bit of an interesting time. I think it was like just like get a little fix and get what scraps they needed really. So yeah, but it's just one episode really. So 1 to 3 are still intact really. And obviously it got released on DVD. Obviously, again, done by Black Sheep, of course. Again, nothing too much on that one. I think that's a bit of an interesting one. There's only just that Simon on there, nothing else. There's no trees in this. Believe it or not, it's like it's on a Frosty thing, but there's no trees on it. It's pure, it's weird. It's something what Black Sheep do, and they do some weird stuff they did actually at that time. But nice actually, and obviously when you got these, when you got them on time, maybe from your local HMV, Woolworths, wherever you got them, your John Lewis or whatever, wherever you'd gone from, it's like pretty nice. Again, he does give it some order. It does. Obviously, you got in terms of it, like with artwork, still set the exact same design and everything. So that would have been pretty good. Really, I do like the formation of it actually. I mean, I don't know. I think they might have released some of them, like some of the early ones before to make it a bit standard and make it more. Well, you can't get that was out of print, so it's like we could probably reissue it and have the same artwork to make it a bit more unified, which I think works really. But yeah, that's pretty good. So that's my recent thing. Where I got this from was from I got it locally actually, and I got it from a junk store in my town. There's a junk store called This and That really, and I was just walking in because my car was. I remember because my car was going for an MOT. So I had quite a few hours to walk, do nothing really. So like stranded in town for a bit because I had no car. So I basically went for lunch and just walked around, see what's going on really. I walked in This and That and had local, because obviously some stuff was changed around really, obviously. So like ornaments and just random stuff really. Last time I bought something was an electric bass. I did an electric bass guitar, like a stag bass. That cost me about 50 quid. That did. It was cheap. It was. Still works and still fully tuned. I haven't used it for a long time. I used it on a recorder I did on one of my albums I did, which you can find on YouTube somewhere on my channel. What's it called? Fly Motion. On the album Fly Motion, it's the last track on there. It's a live track I've recorded. And she said, I might do something with that. I talk about my albums really, just that sort of thing. So I walked in and found this on the shelf. Really, I was quite surprised actually. Now, interestingly, I never bought video chasers for years, a long time. Obviously, got DVD and Blu-ray now, but obviously, I bought it because for collectability really, and obviously that's what again the seller agreed to as well. It's mentioned as well actually. I mentioned a lot of people always question say is it a DVD? Like a DVD box set, it's like, well, no. Obviously, he's put the sticker on, say it's VHS, really, and yeah, it's basically it's that sort of thing, really. Who knows? But also, I mentioned to him collectability, isn't it? Yeah, you're correct. You're very right. You're very right about that. It's collectability, of course. It was cheap. I'm not sure how much these will cost on eBay. Maybe same price or a little bit more. I don't know, but I'm thinking years to come, I'll probably say these might come in a bit price, so it's nice handy having something like this really. Indeed, obviously. Obviously it's from the Wilderness years, it's from 2000, so it's obviously the time when Doctor Who was more like a cult show at that point really. Like it was this weird nerdy cult thing really. That teenagers and probably fans in the 30s and 40s, how many of years will remember and obviously adored at the time really. And yeah, it is something. and it's nice to have it actually. I do collect some like stuff like, you know, this old Doctor stuff, World this year stuff, like the Virgin New Adventures and some of the Missing Adventures, you know, or some random books. Like I got a book from, I think it was published in 1996. It's like a foretold information book of the Doctor in the 1980s, like stuff like, you know, like production on between season 18 26, so from 1980 to 1999, Doctor Who's third and last decade really, you know, be broadcast on television at that time really, when it was on around and we're still around the show. So that's really fascinating, that is. And maybe some few other bits of things as well that I probably just maybe picked up, I don't know. But this is nice having this actually. So it's again a pretty good fan, cheap fan as well actually. So I will be keeping this and obviously treasure it and also it's used for collectability. It's not going to be played, it's not going to be watched because I own these on DVD anyway. I'm probably going to own these. To be fair, I own Attack of the Cybermen Bloody on now on mobile formats and the same with the two Doctors. Because I got this now on VHS, I got this on DVD, I got this on Blu-ray now. So it seems like a weird thing. It's like the Hellraiser trilogy. I own those on VHS, DVD, and Blu-ray now. So it's like, yeah. What else is going to come next? I don't know. I could probably get Alien Freaks. So I got VHS. I could probably get the DVD cheaply. I wonder if it gets a Blu-ray release. I don't know. I doubt it. I really doubt because I fucking hate that film. It's not a film I have fond memories of, really, as a kid. Ugh. Say no more about that. You know. No Thomas the Magic Railroad. I'm not going to get the DVD. I've got it in video. Viewing experience. Yeah. I'm not going to get it on DVD. It's a good thing it's a good thing that the Brits didn't get it on Blu-ray. The Americans got it, but we didn't. It's a bit disheartening. I mean, there's some good behind the scenes stuff on there, but I just don't know. It's a bit shoddy in places in terms of some special features. The only things I'm good at are the interviews with Rich Alcoff, Alec Baldwin, Mara Wilson, and Homie Man. They're the best things. That's the best thing about on it, really, and just nothing else really. Unless you want to watch work like something like, I would say maybe like a work print cut of, you know, of the Magic Railroad, a bit like Alien 3. I don't know if you want to see like that, really. I mean, the version Alien 3's web print is better. I would say that's better. It's a very good example. But for the Magic Railroad, no, because it mixes the actual film itself, storyboards, deleted scenes, all sorts on it. It makes it like a horrible mess. Imagine Alien 3 like that. Jeez. I would have been, you know, like I prefer the theatrical cut. I do. You know, some people, if that goes south, that doesn't. Oh, geez, if they release that these days, like that, geez. Maybe, who knows? Maybe Disney will have a play on it. Really, I don't know. Nah, they won't do them really. No, they won't go ape shit like that. What Shout Factory did with that sort of stuff. Jeez. Yeah. So, yeah, that's really all I can mention about on this live stream, really. And yeah, I've got nothing else to say really. Just a little brief one, just a test play. I need to get some live stream back. I mean, it's been like a month since I did a last live stream, really. So, and also I want to showcase some bits and pieces I've and I was got recently some recent finds. There we go. Nothing new, exciting, and also the weather's warm. We're in July. It's boiling. The heat's here. Let's just enjoy it, of course, and have a good few drinks. I know I am. There we go. Right, so let me just turn back the camera. There we are. Right, thank you for what. Well, no one's turned up anyway, so that's fine. Not really bothered, really. You know, you still get tested here and there, so there we go. So, yeah. If you see this will probably be watched late when it gets uploaded and sorted and, you know, just slapped onto YouTube really. So there we go. Thanks for watching, of course. You know, if you know, and also if you want to comment down on this sort of stuff really, like the collector's edition box set, of course. I should have done this earlier rather than do like a fully sugar. There we go. So yeah, but it's nice seeing this in detail. It actually gives it more light. I never did the camera. The camera's weird. The camera in this thing's weird. You know, yeah. So it gives me more light. It's nice and reflective you'd see me a bit more as well. Geez, that's a bit of a oversaturation piece on there. What happens if I do something like this? I don't know. Turn that background. Yeah, it's reflecting because it's how the screen's reflected on the metal. I'm not sure about a V8 video, I don't know. Oh. That's something different. So yeah, there's again, I'll give you that assignment, of course. Your spine and never mention the tapes. Excuse me. I'm nearly finished with this live stream anyway. Of course. There's your BBC thing, of course, on there. Standard one, top two, top assignment. This was done in 2nd of October 2000. It was printed. It was. Didn't get released until like 6th of November, I think, of that year. There we go. I think the same with Templar as well. I don't know. I'm not going to bother really. But it's nice to get this actually. It's nice to find this. It's collectability. It's not going to be it's not going to be watched or anything. If everyone asks me about this, can you please do the opening for this, this and that? Of course, like no, I don't have the technology, and no, I do have a VHS player, but it's unplugged and it probably doesn't work. Who knows? So I'm not going to do that sort of stuff. It's not my thing. I don't buy VHS for entertainment or that sort of thing. To maybe transfer to a DVD or transfer to a file and be uploaded to YouTube or archived.org or whatever. That's just me. I'm just bought for collectability because I haven't bought VHS for a long time. Last time what I did to VHS and I binned them on my skip I did because I didn't really need them, and I bought them on DVD and Blu-ray after many years later really. Except a few others which I think I've talked about on the VHS bundle videos I have. So some are still retained, but those I have for years, and some of them I bought from Cabin as many odd years ago and still retained. And also same with cassette conversions as well. I still own those somewhere really. So there's quite a few that have been left over. So there we go. So that's what we've been talking about. That limited edition VHS box set contained one story from the 1960s and one from the 1980s, and we're talking about, and obviously complete season 22 on Blu-ray again. Brilliant stuff. Also, I like this as well. Let's have a look. And I saw nod to Attack the Sam as well. Lee Binding, you're something, man. Really good. What's happening with the next one? I don't know. What we're going to get? I don't know. Some people are saying season 2. Some people are saying season 20. Some people will say season 25. I mean, in terms from, not counting William Hartnell and Patrick Troughton, we're doing like from Pertwee to McCoy. The only things we've got left are season 7, season 9, season 11, season 13, season 15, 16, season 20, 21, and 25, and that's it for for the restore stuff really. I mean, that's all. Well, I think we're going to get those all at some point anyway, and then the 60s ones we'll get sometime later down the line when stuff gets reanimated really, or maybe specially animated. I don't know. It depends on the budget of these collector's editions. I don't know. We will see. I'm interested to see what I might do next, really, in terms, because I thought about animations, really, and think like, once they've finished everything, what's going to happen next? Are they going to animate the Ghost, the Paradise of Death, and the Ghost of End Space, those music radio dramas? Are they going to animate, what was meant to be season 23, with Nightmare Fair, Ultimate Evil? You can maybe, do animate the Big Finish audio dramas. And maybe do something like, maybe do season 27, or maybe do like Sharda, what they do with Sharda, rewrite, animate stuff, but also rewrite it as well. That would be interesting. That would be something. I'll do like, I don't know, like a version of Scratchman and Cricket Man, I don't know, or redone versions of, who knows? Maybe like City of Death, and maybe something like Stone. I don't know. Maybe like the Stones of Blood and Angels, of David Fisher. Those recent novelizations are coming out. They are. So Stones of Blood and Angels of Tara, and what's the other one? Fires of Pompeii. Eaters of Light isn't the other. What is the other one? What's the other one that's coming out? Sugar. Oh, Zygon Invasion, isn't it? Is it? I think it is. I'm trying to think now. It's been a while since I checked this out, and obviously decided like, oh yeah, they're sort of come out, haven't they? Let me have a look. I'll just have to quickly look for the list I'm going to end the stream. Just that would be fine. Yes, I got an Invasion, and there's Eaters of Light, isn't there? Then there's Fires of Pompeii, then you have the two David Fisher rewritten ones as well. Yeah. That's going to be interesting, actually. I'm interested to see if they bring like a writer on board and do like Terrence Dicks or something. You know, and probably do all of them really, rather than get the writers to do their versions. I don't know. They might get the writers to do their versions, or maybe get someone to actually maybe do the shit ones. Do something like Dice Manhattan or something, or I don't know, something like New Earth or anything really. Maybe rubbish really. Maybe do something like let's do like an interesting version of Love and Monsters. I don't know. I'm interested to see. I'll maybe get Neil Gaiman to do Nine Man Silver, which might be interesting actually. They might read it from scratch. What might be interesting with his I think the televised version would be rubbish. It is rubbish, and then you get the novelisation. I think actually that'd be really good. That'd be actually really better. Who knows? That would be something. So let's finish it. So I've just been talking about Doctor Who. I play a bit of music interlude, of course, and there's no outro, of course. I'm just going to finish the stream entirely. Thank you for seeing this video when it gets uploaded. At the problem now, no one's seen it live, so that's okay. I'm not really bothered. It's just a little bit of content coming out, really, to be honest, just to keep stuff a little bit afloat, really, just for me to do, really, on the whole YouTube thing, because I've been freaking lazy, of course. But actually, no, I've been working too. I mean, work's part of the thing, really, and you know, it sort of tires you out. It does. So you just want to have a rest, really, and don't want to do anything else, really. You want to sit down, listen to music, watch films, maybe drink a lot, whatever you like to do, really. Go out and party and that sort of thing. So thank you for watching when this gets uploaded, and I'll see you for the next video. Maybe another live stream, maybe some future content. There's some future content coming soon. It will be coming soon. It'll pop out of the blue and it's like, oh, we've got something else, which is probably I done months ago. This was so. I do plans in advance sometimes. You know, you probably see me like in clothes, and they were sort of done earlier this year. I think so. Late last year. I don't know. Very until 2021. I don't know actually. So there's stuff that's been pre-recorded that's been set to be released. So there we go, guys. Thank you for watching. See ya.